Split 5, Race 5, Snetterton Week 3, one more time. Welcome to the second Split 5 race in the history of the Clio SoF. We had the first Split 5 race 2 weeks ago at Oulton Park, so we have no real history to talk about as a result, but this is totally fine. I'm so happy to see 5 splits, even if it means much more work for me. Doesn't matter. But what does matter is the starting grid for this race. So let's take a look who finished where in the qualifying, and then I hope we will see a good race. Okay, this is our starting grid for Split 5 from Grant Colligan down to Michael Pratt. A few familiar names from this season. Let's go racing, ladies and gentlemen. Good start by Adam Brockton and Kevin van Lanker. Good reaction time. He's driving the Belgian national livery provided by Jack Davies, available on tradingpaints.com. There's also a Clio livery. Oh, who would have thought that? A Red Bull livery. Finlay Trinick Wilkinson is driving that. Looks good, have to say. But does the start look good? Let's see. I mean, 2 cars pretty slow from the get-go. Failong and Vasil, 2 seconds already behind. But, a blinking car. Martin van der Plas. Blinking, please let this be it in terms of blinking. Turn 4 for the first time. Brundle Nelson, Finlay and Martin. I see smoke, I see Elliott standing. What happened to him? I have a wild theory after seeing 4 races here in Snetterton. I will take a look afterwards. Adam Brockton is leading the race. Grant Colligan, he was on pole in P2, and James Ory in P3. Adam Brockton also driving the he hit me, he led. I think he has a slowdown. I'm not so sure why. Or no, this is much more than a slowdown. This looks like a technical problem there. Adam Brockton. Did he fix it? He fixed it. He's driving. Okay. Oh, Huh? What are you doing, mate? I mean, one of them goes to the pits. Okay. He is driving backwards at... Finlay gets touched in turn 2. Did he want to go to the pit? Oh, please. Don't do anything stupid. Driving back, he wanted to go to the pits. Okay. Ooh, James Ory! He was leading the race. I totally forgot about that in the heat of the moment, with Adam slowing down massively and one car trying to drive in reverse. James Ory from 1-2-4. Grant Colligan now back in the lead, and Kevin van Lanker in P2. I'm missing his brother, sadly. He drove in Oulton Park. Maybe we can get him back sooner rather than later. Van der Plas almost losing the car. James Ory, Stop Go Racing, and Stuker. Someone is coming out of the pits. This is Failong Zhuang. It was a long pit stop. Nah. Doesn't change anything now. He is lapped, and I hope he does not cause any chaos. So far it looks as if he lets everyone pass, at least 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. this is Jerome Picard. I was just watching if something else is happening. Look at the map from 7 downwards. Super close. And here is why. 3 cars basically occupying the same space. Dylan Bryan, good looking livery, I might add. I like it. And oh, someone is going off in the background. This is Jerome Picard. We can assume what happened. Like I said, this is the 5th race this week. So yeah, but we will take a look to see if there was more to it or not. James Ory wants to get back Kevin van Lanker. From the West Flanders Racing team. And this is Ali Khalifa. Not familiar with that name. He is fighting against Martin van der Plas, who is still blinking, and back to the battle for P2. Stu Kerr can look at it and see what will develop out of it. They go side by side on the Bentley straight. James Ory ever so slight, but he says nope, not gonna risk it. But maybe this... Now he stays in control of the car. I wanted to say maybe this amount of caution level causes him to make a mistake. Happens so easy there. And as they say, sometimes it is really difficult to drive with just 95% and not with 100. This is a lapped car. We just saw they're getting passed by our race leader. Like I said, please don't ruin the race for the others. And James Ory and Kevin van Lanker still at it. Good battle so far. James Ory on the outside. I like to see a good battle. And Stu Kerr, he wants to get some as well. He wants to get into P3. That would be a podium. But good battle. Good stuff. Please more of this and not so much of the crashes. That would be lovely. James Ory getting past Vasil Yatsev. A bit wide, but nothing too crazy. Dylan Bryan and his bright blue shiny livery, the laser tools, getting past Michael Pratt, who started in last and somehow is now in P8. Oh, Thomas Bruin and Martin van der Plas. Yep, turn 4, turn 5. You know the corners by now pretty well. We have seen a lot. Adam Brockton, I still don't know what caused him to get slow. So slow. There must have been a technical reason for it. Otherwise, I mean, for a slowdown, yeah, maybe 1-2 cars lifting off the gas, okay. But he was on full braking mode, so it must have been a technical issue. Curious to know what caused it, but he is racing. He has the fastest lap. I mean, sucks for him because he lost a lot of time and maybe the opportunity to win this race. Michael Pratt, he did nothing wrong at first glance, but Ali Khalifa misjudges his braking point here in lap 6. And poor Michael losing 2 positions as a result. But how do you like to say it? Keep your head down and focus. You never know what can happen in these Split 5 races. Have you seen Split 4 yesterday? If not, take a look afterwards. Dylan Bryan. Martin van der Plas. We have seen this move so often this week, and once again, it does not work. It does not work if you do it like this. We have seen it, Jack Davies against John Cook, for example, in Split 2. It just doesn't work. Linus Krasin and Isaac Mitchell also comes to mind there in turn 8. And battle for the lead, we have somewhat missed out on this. James Ory takes the lead from Grant Colligan. Sorry for missing out on that, Adam Brockton! Instead of chasing P4, he now loses a lot of time. Good for him that there is a huge gap between him and Trevor Evans. But all the work to get near Stu Kerr is down the drain. Thomas Bruin and Michael Pratt. Michael is getting a lot this race. Aye. Ory and Colligan for the lead. 3 seconds behind them, Kevin Van Lanker. So they have a bit of space. They have a bit of room. But if they battle too hard, if Grant Colligan gets back to James, it doesn't look like it for the moment at least. It looks as if James Ory is much faster. Nicolas Peña. He is in P10. Michael Pratt is in the pits. I'm not shocked by this. His car took a beating. Nicolas Peña. Martin van der Plas. This is for P9. Drives an old Alan Prost helmet. Nicolas Peña, that is. And yeah, James Ory already 1 second away from Grant Colligan. So this looks good for the stop-go racing driver, but don't count your eggs too early. Nicolas Peña makes a mistake into turn 4 and 5. Yeah, at this stage we have seen a lot of things. Finlay, Trinick, Wilkinson gets past the lapped car. He's a bit driving on his own. A bit is good, I just noticed he is far away. And James Ory about to lap him. Lot of lapped cars in this race. And Finlay, Trinick, Wilkinson will be that 5th one. In a short amount of time. Yeah, he lets him pass. Very nice. This is Kevin Van Lanker. Looks good. Yeah, fair play by Finlay. Trinick Wilkinson lets them pass. Knows I'm lapped. They are fighting for higher positions. Don't need to try to make a hero out of myself. Elliot Weston. And a lapped car. Looked clunky. And P8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. One pack there. Yeah, one thing is pretty clear. James Ory is ever so slightly faster than Grant Colligan. Now 1.4 seconds. So he is in the safe zone, so to speak. We are 2 minutes away from the end of the race. Lap 9 out of 11. So it is his race to lose. Kevin Van Lanker made a mistake into turn 2. Lost a lot of time. Maybe with the lapped car. Maybe a driver mistake. Maybe a mixture of both. Either way, Stu Kerr is now in an opportunistic way maybe to get P3. What happened there? This was on lap 10, turn 2. We will take a look at it, but for the moment, Stu Kerr has gotten into P3 and Kevin van Lanker is now in P4. 5.8 seconds in front of Adam Brockton, so P4 would be the worst case scenario. Michael Pratt. Yeah, turn 8. We have seen it so often this week. Even though it's a lapped car, this one is on you, buddy. This one is on you. I was scared for a moment because the leading car was blinking and was suddenly away for a moment. It would be a shame to lose a race in the final lap like that. But yeah, he's safe. 3.7 seconds. He is safe. Nicolas Peña and Martin van der Plas still close together. Still fighting for P9. Does not try anything too crazy. Ali Khalifa though, late on the brake. He tried something. He tried. He wanted to get into the top 10. But at least not now, Ali Al Khalifa. And James Ory is about to pass the start-finish line. There he is. Congratulations. Grant Colligan, also fastest lap to top it off. Grant Colligan in P2. This is a lapped car. We are waiting for Stu Kerr, Kevin van Lanker. Adam Brockton, he got pretty close there at the end. Still wondering what happened. Trevor Evans, the other stop-go racing driver in this race. P6. P7 goes to Elliot Weston. And now we wait for Mart. Oh, look. Another photo finish. Like yesterday in split 4. You're not allowed to do that, you know that. Post-race intentional wrecking is not allowed, you know that, I hope. Either way, these are the results, and let's take a look how it affects the standings, shall we? And for the 5th and final time, we are here at the overall standings, and let's find out where our split 5 participants are ranking in the overall standings. As usual, probably will take a bit of scrolling to find them. So let's take a look. I hope I don't miss out on anyone. James Ory, P48. 2 races, 37 points. Congratulations. His best overall result is P35. I would assume it was this race. But yeah, he is the highest rated, at least from those I noticed. Kevin van Lanker, P59, I see. Grant Colligan. Yeah, so they are there. They are there. Who is Mr. 100? Ryan Gibbert, the new llama we saw yesterday. I was just curious to see who was in P100, and I found my answer. Out of the 136 drivers we had so far in these 3 weeks. As for the split 5 standings, we had 2 races thus far in split 5. Like I said in Oak Park 2 weeks ago, we had the world premiere of split 5 racing in the SoF, so great to see that it was not just a one-time occurrence. Even if we just stay at 2 split 5 races, this would be a great thing to have achieved that. But Stu Kerr is leading in that regard, 47 points in front of Kevin van Lanker with 40 and Grant Colligan in P3 with 38 points. Our 2 race leaders in the split 5 races, Maurizio Costa and James Ory, are in P5 and 6, but Maurizio Costa. More likely that we see him in splits 3 and maybe even 2 down the road. And James Ory, he showed pace, so not so sure if he will stay in split 5 that often. But we will see. How many drivers did we even have in split 5 in the 2 races? 29 drivers have tried themselves in a split 5 race. So yeah, this was Snetterton. Now a few more highlights to finish the week, and next week I don't want to kill the mood, but next week is Cadwell Park with a rain chance. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm fully honest. Don't expect 4 or 5 splits. I expect 3 splits at max, and that would be a big success story. Believe me in that. But let's not focus too much on that. This was week 3. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did so as well. Now some highlights to finish it all, and then we will see you next week in Cadwell. Goodbye.